were vacant seats. I'll tell you, there's a village in Kagogwa, in Kakira called Kagogwa. We had 5 unopposed NUP candidates. And I can assure you, let us watch and see if those 9 slots will be filled or not. I'm watching and I'm saying it on air. Let's see if they will be filled or not. So those are circumstances under which NRM is going and bragging that they have unopposed. They have so many unopposed seats. But let me also talk about the 90. What message the 90% candidates we fielded who went through, the message it is sending.
In just
that
seconds.
Even those few or many fielded candidates as NUP, as long as people saw NUP and people power as pro-change, that every young person who got their umbrella, which is our symbol as NUP, and stood in front as a candidate, even friends and family were not standing behind them, because this is not about friends and family. We are fighting for this country, Uganda.
Well, I can evidently tell you that some villages, for example, in Uganda, the number of villages where the NRM candidates were solo, unopposed,
yes,
without bias that might be they blocked opposition or what, but around over 10 villages in a sub-county, they did not have elections. Why? Because the other parties never presented candidates.
But I've explained to you the challenges through which we presented these candidates. You are weighing it at the village level.
Absolutely.
But these forms at sub-county level, the challenges came from the time of nomination, Sir Grace Morgan. So you cannot weigh that such a thing on only the village level, because you don't know how many people were blocked. We have villages where the chairpersons had their daughters and grandsons and everyone as part of the committee. Those chairpersons made it sure that no person is nominated apart from their grandchildren.
Let me move to Mr. Katokaziva. Mr. Katokaziva, we have NRM registrars. We have Electoral Commission registrars. According to Maria, per what I'm getting, is simply saying that some of the opposition candidates were blocked by perhaps the ruling party. And now I'm wondering how the NRM registrars perhaps maybe connived with the Electoral Commission to knock out the opposition candidates.
But they operate differently.
Absolutely. That's what I know.
NRM registrars are supposed to look at internal election of NRM. And then these other national election registrars, for them they are working at national election. So our internal election was conducted. We presented the candidates to the National Electoral Commission. And by the time you present the candidate to the National Electoral Commission, your work ends there. The National Electoral Commission takes over. Now, when I was in P6, actually it was P4, we were debating, and the debate was father is better than mother. And we could give points. You go in front, you show why the mother is better than what? Better than the father. Then at 4 you go back. In the morning we were saying mother is better than the father, but as you go back home, you only look at your father, you are crying to him for whatever support you want, but during the debate you show that is not what? Important. This is what is happening now. We are going through such.
Father is better than mother.
Father is better than mother, but when you go home, your father becomes now the principal what? The principal supporter of all your what? Your needs. I want to agree with my sister that of course there are challenges in election. And some of what she's trying to say here happens. But in politics, we don't need to look at what percentage you are winning with. If you are going to win an election, you need 51%. The moment you have 51%, you are declared the winner. Whether somebody had 49, that one is nothing. But the one who has got 50, the winner. I want to encourage the younger people. Only that as they are starting from opposition, they are not moving on principle. I want them to accept that this country has come from very far. There are issues that we are looking at today that even in 2028, when they have taken over government, it will be the same. I'm very sure that NRM is going to take us these next 2 terms successfully before they can come in.
2 terms successfully?
Yeah, we have
2021,
2021, 2026, 2026, 2031. We shall take them through.
Mr. Kato, why that confidence?
No, but you know what is happening today. NUP is only 35 days. And there are people who are complaining.
Someone said 3 weeks somewhere.
3 weeks. 3 weeks, yeah. It's 3 weeks. And it's a younger party. It's a younger party. It's going through many challenges. It's recruiting members. They are going to run on a job.
So they are building structures.
They are not building structures. They are trying to present themselves in the country that we are here. You see, building structures is a process.
Okay.
They have started in Kampala. Of course, when you want to talk about people power, all these people will drive to Kampala. Sit around the Kamocha, Nakawa, Wandegeya. But when you go deep in the village, these ones again come from Kampala. They go and represent the North in the what? In the village. Our structures have come from down to the national. But if there are issues of blocking opposition, me I don't support it.
Okay.
We want if any petition is taken to electoral commission, they should complain why they should be blocked, because one of the 4 core principles of NRM is democracy. One of them is democracy. NRM has been able to organize election after every 5 years. If we didn't want competition, we would not organize what? Elections. They are able to speak, they are able to position themselves because the government has a good will of practicing what? Democracy.
Well, we pause it at that. When we get back, we shall be looking at lessons that we draw from the elections of yesterday. Because remember, we are just getting into the season, and yesterday, perhaps you say it as NRM, somewhere, somehow, you're not comfortable. And NUP opposition, they're also claiming somewhere, somehow, the process was not fair for them. And the defection is continuing. Teachers, NRM youth, cross to Bodwin's National Unity Platform. To you, Mr. Katokaziva, the NRM, aren't you getting scared of the process of the season?
No.
And at the end of the day, won't you be sold up and remain a weak party?
But maybe before you go, what goes around comes what? Comes around.
Okay.
What is happening today in NUP happened in FDC, happened in the DP, happened in any other party.
Well.
And what happened in those other parties, and what happened in what NRM is going through is what was happening in UPC. So NRM is leading the journey. UPC was also taking. What goes on comes around.
Which is okay, but